Few people outside the art world have any idea what the selling of art really involves. The only image they may have is one manufactured by Hollywood, the gallery owner as a high-rolling huckster. Charles Linder is anything but that. Charles doesn't simply sell art, he lives it, both as a gallerist and an artist. And not surprisingly, his relationships with the artist he represents tend to be personal.
We want to like the artist after the show. It's like a love affair, you know. You like, if you hate them in the morning, they're fired, you know.
This evening, the Link Gallery is celebrating the opening of a solo show by artist Rebecca Miller.
She's the very scantily clad, super cute one who's color-coded to her artwork. We make an investment of time and space, and the artists, we hope or assume, will return the favor in terms of really putting everything out and giving us great work and effort.
I don't know how he manages to keep his sanity because, living where the art is, being made and being shown and being sold and being, promoted, it's pretty crazy making, but he seems to negotiate it all. And in a way, that seems to be his own particular art form, sort of negotiating all those different levels at once.
I'll see you.
All right, take care.
All right, I'll talk to you. You call me whenever.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the morning after the opening, and Charles hasn't skipped a beat. He's busy working on an art piece of his own that involves bullet-riddled road signs.
To me, it's just one total activity. I mean, there's the making of objects and then the promoting and showing of objects. It's just all a total activity to me now. I don't know how to do anything else except this. My mom is an artist and my dad's a businessman, so that's another convenient explanation. I got half of each of those DNA types of profiles.
Charles is at his best on occasions that skate along the edge between business and pleasure, like this visit to the studio of artist Tucker Nichols.
Great space you have.
Holly, nice to see you all.
Tucker is a particular favorite of Charles because of the mix of realism and humor in his work. This vast wall work, for example, diagrams the demise of a .com.
Can we ask you what's going on over here?
I used to work in one of these places, and so a lot of the jargon that is thrown around is stuck in my head, and this is an opportunity to exercise some of the, they're not exactly demons, but they're a little bit ghost-like.
Did they actually have a product that they were selling?
I'm not totally sure.
is it
I'm
all
not
in
exactly sure
theory?
what the product was exactly. It's one of the things that they were going to talk about at the staff meeting.
Oh,
Tucker,
yeah.
here's the check for the wonderful show.
Thank
we
you very
just had.
much.
Thank you for
That was pretty much a good show. We want to work with you again next year.
Yeah, that's great.
That was really often there's no commercial motivation, visit like Tucker's today was just to see what he's up to. He said, "Oh, you're not gonna like this new work down in the studio because it's all wall work." I didn't stop to think about whether I could sell it or not actually yet. But I just like Tucker. We got these, I immediately sold 2 of them, this one and this one.
Charles isn't always operating on a buy and sell basis, but he knows the art business is a business like any other, where pricing and negotiation are key to survival and success.
Galleries operate at retail, so it's just like Macy's or anywhere else. The artist, we agree upon the artist price, and then we double it. That's how retail works. And so then in the event that there's some haggling, usually I want to have an agreement with my artist that they'll work with me on the haggle. I'd say there are only a few of the artists that we show whose works I'm not haggleable on. I feel this is kind of the centerpiece of the show. This piece is, I think, right around $10,000. This is around $6,000. It's maybe a bit high for a smaller painting, but it's because she's been doing it and is really a master of stripes.
For Charles, the experience of selling a work of art is like a courtship, one that starts with a first date a tour of works in his home and gallery for potential buyers.
So they're art enthusiasts, they like looking at art, and yeah, I just want to show them my world. This is my home, and I used to also run a gallery in here from 1990 to 95. It was Refusalon. We have a new gallery now, it's called Link. You're gonna see in a few minutes. Some of the work in here today, put up a good bit of my own work on the main walls over here. What else? I don't know. I'll show you my bedroom and show you some other artists' art. This is the best work in here. Robert Heckes, he's in Santa Barbara now. And then there's sort of a tinted black green varnish that goes over it. It almost begins to play with your eye when you move away from it and go up on the piece. But what else? To touch on the whole folk art thing again, this painting back behind you is by Benjamin F. Perkins. He's a quite well-known Alabama folk painter. That's Liam Jones, and he's in Santa Cruz. Got another one of his works I'll show you at Link. If you had any other questions about some of the work upstairs, just let me know. There's, you might recognize a couple of the artists.
Charles ushers the crowd back to the Link Gallery. The location has changed, but the persistent patter of selling continues.
And the color is added in the darkroom, but I like it because it's like the way people are lured to art, kind of. You know, it's like a sweet, soothing material.
Comfort.
Yeah, for the soul. I think it's a fresh take on an animated piece, and then it's not just an animation; it's a sculpture, and it's just a nice. And it pulls together the drawings and the cactuses and.
This is one of Tucker's drawings, who we visited earlier today at, this is more typical of the work we had here in the studio, works on paper, which are more transportable, obviously, than a wall drawing. And this is the one Richard chose. So here's the drawing. And I told them that they could make of it whatever they wished. Okay, and I'm going to rough it again. Okay.
Well, with Tucker's drawings, it's painful. It's like going into a restaurant and wanting everything on the menu. So, you know, you just hang out with this stuff for a while, and the one you keep going back to, you know, it's like having the puppy crawl into your lap or something.
Charles is pretty unique because, you know, he functions on so many different levels and functions very well as an artist, obviously, but as an organizer, as an entrepreneur, as a promoter, you know, really working hard for other people, not just himself. There's not a lot of money in contemporary art. It really is a labor of love, and Charles is obviously a lover.
It's a gambling kind of addiction. It's something I just love doing. The how, I don't know how to answer the how. But I'm not rich yet. I'm enriched, like white bread.